here with 3 special guests from Double M Studios. Thank you guys for being here so much. Really appreciate it. This is actually my first interview in person since I started my podcast. So it's really exciting, and I appreciate these guys coming out. So why I'm here. These guys put all their time in to start this amazing studio that we are here in today. And I just kind of wanted to just see how it all started, just from the ground up, and just kind of understand what it's like to be in this environment and run this environment at the same time. How did y'all meet? Like, are y'all all from here, or did y'all like kind of just connect here? How'd y'all meet?
Well, first and foremost, I say me and Bees went to high school together. We both went to Blake High School. Shout out Blake. But the funny thing is, when we was at Blake, we weren't even that close. We always respected each other. We always passed each other in the hallway. Utmost respect. Like, I see him, what's up? He see me, what's up? We played ball together, both captains and all that. But we really kind of rekindled after high school. Like, that's when we got close, honestly, after.
What made y'all close after? Was it kind of just like we're both interested in the same things, or was it just like mutual friends, or?
Life. I feel like we were on similar life paths.
Okay.
And I don't want to say mutual friends. Again, we were always friends, but it's like we probably just weren't on the same type time.
Right.
Like he's probably doing this, I'm doing that, but around the time we rekindled, again, we were just like both on this hungry entrepreneurial path, so it just made sense.
So, was that y'all's first like idea where you're like, we're gonna start a studio, or was it kind of just like music in general, or like how did that come about?
It was life. It wasn't.
Yeah.
We rekindled because of life. Like it was.
Seriously.
Kel wanted to do real estate. He was focused on real estate, and I was in the music industry, and we have a friend named Zach who was he's in marketing. He specialized in marketing. So when I heard Kel wanted to do real estate, I'm thinking about, okay, I want, like, that sounds really good. Like, he's probably gonna be the person to help me open 50 studios. So when I thought that, it's like, okay, now it starts to sprout. But the initial rekindling was just basic life stuff.
And one thing I want to say, I don't even know if you remember, but probably about a year or two before that, you went with me to a mall's house. And that was the first inkling of like, all right, I see this nigga trying to do something, entrepreneurial vibe. So, but the time wasn't right at that point. Like, it wasn't the right timing. And then the second time, that was the right timing. And that was the first time we met again was at Sheraton, downtown Silver Spring.
Yeah.
And we brought books, we brought knowledge, thoughts. We just talked. Zach was there as well. And it was like, since then, everybody understood what everyone was on. We all saw the hunger in each other's eyes, and yeah, since then it's been nothing but love, honestly.
So you are one of the owners, and what do you guys do here? I know Maestro, I was here with you one day, and he let me get in the studio a little bit. I had to sing a little bit, but I know he's the engineer, so that's what you do here. How did you get into that?
NAS had posted a story saying that they were looking for engineers. So I inquired. I was talking to, I set up a meeting with Kel on some, interview shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, on some, just to catch a vibe of who I am as an engineer. And I came very business-like with the, resume and hungry, just, looking to make a name for myself. And that's how I met everybody, just do that.
So you met everybody kind of like coming in, you didn't know them like before or
At
all?
Not at all.
I would have never known
He's
that.
the first person to make us feel special. He came in with a resume like super
Right.
sharp, super solid. We're like, damn, like who are we to be?
Right, like let's
No.
like get our shit together because
Yeah.
people bringing resumes in here. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
Another
feel
thing
you.
too, Stroke came at a time where we had none of this. Now when I say none of this, I mean none of it. Like he came when we had just ordered 2 couches, basically. So we're having this meeting with him. Studio's not even built, established. He basically didn't even see the vision yet. He just had faith and believed, and you know, he knew what we were about the same way we knew what he was about. And now, you know, locked in.
Yeah.
Stro was here when we were still building. Like, Stro would come, it would be me and him literally putting up the acoustic foam in the booth, like using Gorilla Glue spray.
He was like, I didn't know I was gonna be part of this. I was just applying for engineer job.
Right, but like that's why I love him to death. Like he never complained one time about putting in the work. Like a lot of people would have came and just been like, well, I'm just trying to engineer. I don't
Yeah.
want to do all that. He was here when we were still in the construction process. Like not one complaint. Every time he pulled up before me, you know me, I'm on time every time. Like he'll be like, yo, I'm outside. Like where are you? I'm like, man, you making me look bad. Like, but I want to stress that. Like I've even said to Stro, like if you ever leave us, bro, I'm gonna kill you. Like, cause Stro,
Said it on camera.
he's so important. Nah, I'm serious. Like this is really family business. Each one of them can attest to that. Like everyone here is like, I'll take a bullet for somebody here, from Stro to Bees to family to twin. So this is really a family business, and every single person means a lot.
No, I love that because I feel like so if you don't know, me and Markel work together, and I literally watched him every day on the computer, like planning stuff, and I would be like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm working on something, and I'm just like, it's just to see it, you know, come out this good. It's just amazing. Who painted these walls? Who helped renovate? Why this space?
So this is our videographer's house, basically. Right, this is his basement. And at first, when this used to be like our headquarters, like the group, the gang, right? This was like where we used to all hang out. So when his dad moved out, he moved upstairs. And we were gonna turn the booth into the studio. That one room was gonna be a studio originally. And I was like, hell nah, we might as well go big or go home. Like, let's go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to turn the whole basement into a studio. At first it was me, Nast, and Jiggy, which is our videographer. And I used to tell them, you know, funny you say that about Kel. I used to tell them that we have to bring Kel onto the team. Like, bringing him on is like adding Michael Jordan to your team. You know what I'm saying? Who cares what you have to pay? He's going to be the reason things are successful. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody else is going to help me with what I need help with. So, yeah, that's how that came about. And, you know, that's basically that. As far as the wall, it was our friend, Young Juice. He did a great job. That's Nipsey, Fat Trap, and Biggie. You know, so, yeah, it's just day by day, step by step. I feel like I got lost in the question, but, you know.
No, you're all good. You're all good. I definitely getting family vibes here.
Yeah.
Especially when I come in, I'm just like, it feels so like warm and cozy. And I'm glad you chose to do the whole basement. We're glad.
Yeah.
But so I know that you guys have actually been doing this for a little over a year now, right? It's been like a year. Does that feel crazy to think about?
Nah.
Bro, yeah.
You saw yourself here.
No, it does feel a little surreal just because seeing stories of when, you know, it was first getting built, like doing the test run, you know what I'm saying? Like just seeing that, I feel like just yesterday for real. I feel like, damn, like we was just like we was just not here for real. Now look back a year and some change, like, whoa, seeing all the artists that's come through here, seeing, you know, the people that's stuck around for the past, you know, even the whole year, it's like, man, y'all really been rocking with us for a year. It's like, it's kind of surreal.
Like, you guys kind of are here now a year later, and a lot of people might be thinking like, hey, this might be something that I want to do. This might be something I want to do in the future. Do you say that you had expectations? Is that the way to do it? Or is it kind of like go with the flow and roll with the punches? Like,
You gotta have a plan. There's no, and maybe that's why it doesn't feel like too surreal to me, because I already had like a vision, you know what I'm saying? But I think everybody needs to have a plan. If you plan on anything you want to do in life, you have to see yourself somewhere. Like, you have to have an end goal. And that's a funny thing I want to bring up too. Everybody in this room cares about being the best in their crafts, in their specific fields. Stro wants to be in the Hall of Fame for what he's doing. Same thing with Kel, same thing with me. So it ties back into that question, like you of course you have to have a plan. Yeah.
Have to have a plan.
You can't just go with the flow or else you're gonna miss opportunities.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I would say too, I agree 100% with that, but it's a little bit of both too, because you never know. Like, this shit is unpredictable, man. Like, it's stuff happens. On our first day opening, one of our cords went out. Like, literally, was it the XLR cord still? Like, the prime thing we need to record stopped working on the opening day. And I'm like, of course this happened to us. Like, opening day, our shit don't work. Like, of course, but that's what I mean when I say things don't go as planned. Of course, have your plan, you know, but be prepared to make something shake at any moment, because it's never gonna go 100% how you want it to go. So you have to be flexible in that sense.
Right. No. And going back to, I know you guys have said you've had a lot of people come through here. Is there anybody memorable that has come through here that you guys are like, yes, like, I can't believe this person came through here, or they were dope?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot of people.
You want me to name them?
Yeah, name some.
Young Marley, No Savage came through.
Everybody give two. I want to see.
Huh?
I want to
Oh.
see who's everybody's two.
I had another one, but I.
Go ahead, nah, three.
Yeah.
Let's three it up.
All
Everybody
right,
give three.
Big Flop.
Okay. All right.
I would say for me, most memorable, BB Borelli.
That's
Working with her. Let me see. I want to say Nanzu. He's not known. He's not like he's not a known guy, but he's someone that he's someone that he was actually here when we first was first being enrolled, and I still listen to the song that we recorded back in last year around January. So yeah.
It's all right. So I got to get hip to the DMV because I moved here a couple years ago, and I feel like some of the people that people love here, I'm like, I got to learn because I need to get hyped with everybody around here. But no, so do y'all just do music here, or like do you do other things? I know I did like a mini little photo shoot here, but do you guys do other projects?
We do more. I want to name my top three artists that came here though. Top
Oh,
three
yeah,
people.
go back.
My bad.
Go back.
You're good.
No.
There's this crazy up and coming artist in the DMV area, Nash B. You know what I'm saying? He done been in here. There's this other artist that goes crazy, Phantom. He done been in here. Then you have Bingo the Yurt Man. He's crazy too, great energy. And then you have Bob Almighty. All four of them have been in here. And Bob Almighty's probably like one of the most creative artists in Maryland.
Okay.
So those are my top three.
Okay,
Just
cool.
to
No, thank
close
you,
that off,
thank
for
you,
sure.
thank you. I'm gonna edit that back. You know, nobody will know that I forgot you. It's
for
fine.
sure. Yeah.
It's fine. No, but that's so cool because I feel like you said, you can have an expectation, but you also never know like who's gonna walk through that door. And I feel like a lot of people starting businesses, you know, it's tough in the beginning. You're like, damn, is anybody gonna come? Like, is anybody like gonna book me? And then it seems like y'all are doing really well. But you said, I know that y'all have done other stuff. Do y'all do other projects here?
Sometimes people rent the space like what you did. People will rent the space for a video shoot, podcasting. I just had a meeting with a podcaster who was trying to do something on a regular basis, like on a monthly basis. Last week.
Okay.
You can bring your own engineer. That's music, but it's also like it allows people who maybe they're locked in with their engineer and they bring somebody here. But like to me, I still love that because it gives us exposure one way or another. Even if you bring your engineer, we have a new now we have a new artist, and they're like, okay, I'm trying to go here, and then they one time say their engineer isn't available one day, then they're with Stro or Twin, and I love that. Also,
Exposure.
yeah, we had a backdrop. You shout out to us, took your pictures.
Yeah, my cover art, I
cover
took
art.
it here.
Right here.
You know, and you know what, I'm always so nervous about everything. So I'm just like I said, everything's family vibes. So I feel like when I come here, I'm like, all right, even if I'm nervous or feel crazy, that they're here to like support me and make me feel good. I feel like it's just a vibe here. That's kind of what y'all want people to experience here, right?
Our whole brand is beyond music. Feel me? So even with artists, we're here to help artists grow. So like Kel said, we have the backdrop for photos. We have consultations available if artists want to, learn about the industry.
Mm-hmm.
We have top engineers who are here to like really, they care about the artist sound. They always give critique. You know what I'm saying? Like business development day. If you have a business and you're any type of business outside of music, you come in here and Zach, head of marketing and business development, will talk to you and educate you. So we're trying to build a community. We want to be the heartbeat of the community. So yeah, it's music, but it's also beyond that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And one more thing I want to stress, like one thing I love about us is that our engineers they're not button pushers. Like the engineers here really care and like are trying to develop a relationship. Like if you have a bad take, Stro and Twin gonna tell you had a bad take. Like they're not here just to get like they're honest, but they're not here just to collect a check. Like this is like a passion. So I love that too. I would never hire. Matter of fact, without saying any names, Bees and I have interviewed somebody who's more qualified than Strong Twin, but that didn't stand out to me. I didn't leave that interview thinking, oh, he knows this, and that. It's like, yeah, he knows a lot, but I don't know if he's really gonna fit our mold. Like,
remember this on y'all's application process.
You said what?
Remember this on your application process.
Yeah,
This is how they look at stuff, okay?
Seriously, but yeah, I just want to say, like, everyone is handcrafted to specifically fit the mold. Like, it's not about technical ability. Of course, you need to have some technical ability, but
it's not about accolades.
Yeah, it ain't about accolades. It's about
hunger,
and do you really care? Like, so
hunger, character, family.
Yeah.
About family. It's that simple, especially at the start. It's all about family.
So what do you guys know now that you wish you knew back then?
I would say I don't really wish I knew it back then, but I guess you could say my leadership skills now are a little sharper than they were back then. But
like what?
For example, knowing when to overreact, knowing when not to overreact. Like knowing when to, instead of dealing with it myself, pass it to Kel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Knowing, like, just playing my role a little more. Right. So that's the only thing. But I don't want to say I wish I knew it back then, because I'm thinking about how I learned these lessons, and I appreciate the hell out of those moments. So it's like, it wouldn't have made the biggest difference. We're moving great. We're learning at a great speed. So it's like, yeah, leadership skills, but I wouldn't say like, damn, I wish I knew it back then.
Right. No. I feel like we all just learn.
I'm about to say, I agree with Bees. As far as I appreciate the moments where I did learn certain things, just about artist relation, just about balancing my own artistry with other people's artistry, because that's a somewhat of a challenge when it comes to being the chief engineer while also being your own creator for real. So I would say definitely those moments where I had to learn, balance and control, and how to communication skills, just all those things. I appreciate the moments that put me in tough situations. So, yeah, again, I wouldn't say that I wish I did. I wish I could go back and I wish I knew that now, but I'm sure as hell glad I know it now.
Right. Okay. Yeah. What about you?
I say again, to piggyback off Bees and Stro, like it's not I'm glad I had those growing pains, but mine would be delegation. I used to be very, very tied up in the operations of everything going on, to the point where like I wouldn't necessarily trust somebody else to do something.
Right.
But like then I realized that's a horrible way to run a business. If I'm up top and I'm doing everything myself, you can't scale. Like, if you can't leave the business and it still run, you haven't built a business. You're too in it. So like, once I finally got comfortable with like letting Stro, for example, do things,
Yeah.
and fail at it, I was like, okay, like, these are the growing pains of building a good system. Like,
You calling him a failure?
no, I'm not calling him a failure. I'm just saying it's things that I used to try to do myself, and I'm like, wait a minute, Stro's at the studio, why don't I just have him do it?
Yeah.
And if he messes up, so be it. Like, he'll learn himself. I used to get very tied up, so I'd say like, my biggest growing pain was just delegation, but I'm so comfortable like knowing that I've built the system to where my engineers know everything that I know pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, anything that goes wrong in here, I feel comfortable having Stro or Twin here because I know that they understand the system. And I take pride in that, like, building a good system so that it can run on autopilot. I don't have to be too tied up
Too
into
in
it,
it.
you know?
No,
So,
I could definitely feel that with doing all my editing and producing and everything with my podcast. I'm like, I don't want to like have anybody else do it for me because I'm like, I want it how I want it, you know,
I
like,
know.
so I could completely feel that. No, I definitely feel that. So do y'all have any like future plans, like specific future plans, like something in the works or, you know, a goal, an ultimate goal that you guys want to achieve?
Morality Music Artist Consultation Program Package and ebook coming out soon.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. You honestly did. You know what I'm saying? And don't fucking forget about it. Just that. That's as far as like for me, as far as my artists. I'm also a manager. You know what I'm saying? With my own management label. As far as my artists, I expect success from all of them within like a year or two, especially with the strategies and the way we built the team. That's basically it. Just really, you know, by the end of, as far as the studio too, let me say I want another studio by the end of next year. By the end of this year, that's basically it.
Okay.
That's basically it.
All right.
You know?
What about you guys? Do y'all have any specific goals or
you
things
mean
you
with
want
the
to do?
studio or like personal?
I definitely mean with the studio, but you can tell me your goals and aspirations
My bad.
But-
as well.
I take it far.
Yeah, but
All that is
not.
tied into the studio.
The goal
No,
is-
I'm just messing with you.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like me and Barkel have a sarcastic
I know,
relationship.
yeah, we got like it's funny, but yeah, I just want to scale. Like, I'm not even gonna put a number on it really, but I just want to stress that like this is only the beginning. This is year. We're at the top of year 2. Like, it goes so much further than just year 2. It goes much further than this basement. Like, that's what people have to buy into. That's another thing. Like, when people come on board, like, you gotta buy into the vision. I had to buy into the vision. Like, I wasn't fully on board. Then I started seeing it.
I didn't know that. Say nah.
Yeah,
Nah,
Say nah.
but yeah, you gotta see it. So, but to just sum all that up this is number 1, number 2 this year, hopefully, God willing. Number 3, number 4, and then just after that, just keep going. Honestly. So
Okay.
yeah.
What about you in the middle?
For me personally, and studio wise, I want to continue to just push the boundaries within artists that come through and myself. As far as musically, artistically, I just want to continue to push boundaries within everybody, including myself.
Okay. So, just last question. You say you do music. Does that mean you rap? Do y'all rap? Because I gotta hear something. If anybody has anything.
We all know who make the best music.
I'll tell you this.
My shit
Having on
turn
the
me
stool,
up,
man. If you get bored in here,
I feel you.
you'll go in the booth. We had Me and Bees have a song
that's
together.
Pete.
Every-
You
every-
guys-
Yeah,
our
like,
shit is
everybody,
Pete, bro.
and that's just like on somebody. That's just on some. Damn, I was in the studio and I was bored.
Right.
Like you recorded something after your podcast last time. I mean, we were on time because somebody was coming after, but like you still started.
It
a
was
record.
fun. It was
you know
fun.
what I'm saying? Like,
No,
it's
it
just
definitely.
fun.
I do like I even with my little mini studio that I have in my room. I literally like I have to sing and kind of get all the like stuff out
Yeah.
before I go. So I feel that when you're just like bored or anything, you have the equipment. You might as well just like
Might as well.
get in there. So I expect to
Yeah.
see or to receive that link. I can put it in the description box below of you guys' song.
It's on it's on my phone. But look out for. Pay attention to this name, John Alba. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but just keep your ear out for the name John Alba.
John Alba, is that an artist that you guys
I
have
don't
had
know.
here?
Just keep on, be on the lookout, John Alba.
Okay.
Just be on the lookout. That's all.
All right. Okay, John Alba, you got a special shout out. I don't know what you're doing, but you got a special shout out. But all right, I want to thank you guys again for being here. This week. I'm in their house actually. I want to thank you guys for doing this with me. You guys were great, and I hope to have you all on here again because this was fun. Definitely.
For sure. Thank you for this.
Yeah.
And like I said, coming soon. In the description box is gonna be their song. So just wait on that, okay? All right.
Studio songs.
Cool.
It's gonna be studio songs.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
We locked up. You
So
gotta
is
let
my
us know.
show your real name?
It's not my room.
Okay. 'Cause I was about to say that's just too cool for school.
That shit hard though, right?
It is. That's why I was like kind of mad.
Like I call him the therapist. Like he's the people
What's
guy.
your sign?
I'm a Virgo, bad motherfucker.
I knew it.
You knew
My
that?
dad's a
What are
Virgo.
you?
I'm a Sag. I was gonna say Sag or Virgo because my dad's a Virgo. When's your birthday?
September 19th.
That's my dad's birthday.
What do you think show is though?
What?
Don't say it.
Okay, I always have to do multiple choice because I'm never right on the first.
Give top three. Give top three.
Okay.
I don't even know what you are, bro. I forgot. Tell me go ahead.
I'm gonna go with.
Damn, nigga, you was laughing. Damn. All right, what do you think he is? What do you think Stro
Okay,
is?
I have two options. I'm probably gonna be wrong. Gemini or Pisces. Am I wrong?
Wait, do one more. Okay, do one more. Gemini,
One more, so there it's neither
Go
one.
random. Go
Just
random.
go,
Nah,
yeah, just pick
random,
one.
go random.
Okay, but I'm like trying to think logically. Aquarius.
Say what you
I was
are,
all
bro.
three
I'm
wrong.
a Virgo.
Oh damn, I was wrong.
You know what it is about Virgos, bro?
I love Virgos. They
We're
always
extreme. You're the first person I've ever heard say that shit.
no because okay. The thing is,
Yeah.
I love Virgo's drive, and I love the ability that Virgos have to be able to act like they know exactly what they're doing, even when sometimes they don't.
Buddy! I do
Yeah,
that shit.
that's his
Yo,
specialty.
yo, what?
That's his
What?
specialty.
Like, and my dad's the type of person that will argue with you about if the sky is blue. Okay.
Oh my god, I wish you could have seen some of our engineer meetings. Wait, Phantom, what are you?
When's your birthday?
Saying that's why I love everybody here, cause ain't nobody.
Like,
Everybody
there's a
knows
hierarchy,
what's going
but
on.
there's really not.
No. I won't say there's not. I won't say there's not.
There's
No.
a cold-blooded hierarchy.
There's not. Yeah.
I wanted to just see
No,
how
no,
react.
no.
Pushing P right now. You
If I'm pushing
pushing
P
P.
right now, I'm pushing P. Like, whatever I like, I like.
course.
Every single day.
All right,
I'm not in jail.
let's get drunk.